I wanted to talk about, excuse me, tower moments. Tower moments are sudden shifts in our foundations, in our being, in the way that we live, some sort of sudden change. And I just did a reading about some people who are avoiding a tower moment. Um, First of all, when a tower moment is coming, you cannot get rid of a tower moment. You can delay it or you can go through it. Okay? Regardless, you're going to go through it though. You're just changing the timing of it. Now, with that said, I want to tell you to think of it this way. I personally have had tower moments of my own, and I've been guilty of trying to delay that tower. But there are serious, serious repercussions to doing that. So, for instance, say that you are in a job that you cannot stand because the people are cutthroat, narcissists everywhere, no support system to be seen. It's a horrible job. It makes you want to give up on everything. It takes away your life. You have no free time. What free time you do have is not valued, that kind of thing. You're in this horrible situation, and this is just an example. Your tower could be something totally different. But this situation, is terrible for your heart. It's terrible for your emotions. It's terrible for your self-esteem, for your energy levels, for everybody around you because you're miserable. But you keep putting it off. You don't want this tower to happen. You don't want this sudden change to happen because could be many reasons. Somebody might be disappointed in you. Maybe you're worried about how you're going to make money or how you're going to pay your rent or, whatever the situation is. How am I going to handle this? First of all, when it comes to these tower moments, the people, like in the job scenario, the people around you that you have been supporting with this job that is killing you should be willing to step up to the plate and say, I got you. I got your back. You supported me, and I'm going to support you while you work this out because I can see that you are suffering. But in many cases, they won't do that. Okay? That's not always the case, but it can be. And that may be what's on your mind. But think about this. So, I've been at this job now, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Complaining how horrible it is. Coming home every day feeling defeated, deflated. Like I said, wanting to give up. I'm not a good parent. I'm not a good spouse. I'm not a good worker. I'm not good at anything. And it's not because I'm not a good person or I don't have those qualities. It's because I accepted something that was not meant for me. All to appease someone in this moment, whether it's family, friends, what society expects of me, my own interpretation of my self-worth, whatever. Holding off a tower, first of all, like I said, towers are inevitable. You cannot stop these tower moments. They're going to happen. You can only delay them, and delaying them makes it worse. Because the longer that I stayed in that job, for instance, the more dependent everybody around me was on me staying in that situation, in that job, which made my leaving, or if I were fired, 10 times worse because it was expected that I would always do this. Always. And this is why I want to say to you that even though tower moments are very painful sometimes and extremely scary, welcome them, because sometimes they are the only way that we transform into a better version of ourselves that in the end benefits everybody, not just ourselves. When a tower comes, it can bring spiritual enlightenment. That's basically what happened for me, in my opinion. My awakening came through a tower moment. So you can not accept certain things that you know are very harmful to you, even if they will upset other people, because those people should be willing to step up for you too. And if they're not, that's not your fault. However, it's only through tower moments that we realize how strong we are, that we realize that the universe does have a way of stepping in and balancing things out. It's only in tower moments that we see the true feelings and intentions of the people around us. So in a sense, though it's painful, it's a blessing. It makes those changes that we don't have the guts to make. So for those of you going through a tower moment, my heart goes out to you. But I also want to say to you, embrace and flow with this. Towers don't come along to something that was meant for you. Towers don't come along in something that's healthy and on a steady foundation. They come to the faulty foundations. They expose the weaknesses within the foundation. That's a blessing. So, while it's true in this case, if it were a job, for instance, and of course it could be about love, it could be about work, it could be friendships, family, whatever. But this tower is something that is needed for your spiritual growth, for you to understand what's important in your life and what's not, to put your priorities in the order they need to be in. When you flow through the tower, you allow the universe to make the changes, and you adjust your energy to the new vibration of removing those things from your life that no longer serve you. In some cases, things are taken with, and it's not because it didn't serve us anymore, but their time in our life was over. Their soul contract with us was completed. Their job was done, and it was time for them to move on, or us to move on. But avoiding the tower prolongs your agony, because if you had left, I'm not saying the day that something bad happened, but after being shown repeatedly for a short time, we had made provisions like putting back money, like talking to family and friends about support or community organizations. We could have avoided the 5 years of treacherous narcissism and cutthroat behaviors. We could have avoided that portion of our tower. But because we didn't want to upset someone in the moment, whether that's ourselves or someone else, what could have been, days or months turned into 5 years. So welcome the tower as what it is, a beautiful, transformative tool to put you where you're supposed to be in this life, exposing you to the truth and to what's important. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.